Okay, it appears that the Rippaverse has another star on its hand. Now, I haven't covered this, and the primary reason I haven't covered this, of course, if you don't know, I'm talking about BloodRuth. I am not really into horror. And I think I mentioned before, this may be the first Rippaverse book that I do not purchase. And I think that stands. That doesn't mean the book is not good. To Eric July's wisdom, this is something that he said before, and I think he's figured this out. There are going to be books some people are just not into, and there are going to be other books people love. There are people that do not like ISOM, that love Alpha Core and love Yaira. You're always going to have that. There's people who um, may not like the Horsemen, right? There's people who don't like Gooding. I liked Gooding. I like the fact that this was a character that exemplified goodness. That's the kind of the vibe that I get from reading the book. Exemplified an upstanding member of society. I really like that. I appreciated that. You don't see that much in comics outside of, let's say, a Superman. Superman has always been known as the Boy Scout, or Captain America, Steve Rogers, the Boy Scout, upstanding a man. But you don't see many characters like that. Maybe there are many characters like that that I just don't know of. I don't know everything about comic books, nor do I proclaim to. I like what I like, and I'm interested in what I'm interested in. But BloodRuth was just one of those books that from its inception, I thought to myself, yeah, I don't think I'll be interested in this particular character, but I gotta give the Rippaverse a round of applause. When they knock it out the park, they knock it out the park. Let's go see what kind of monies are being earned by this blockbuster. And yes, I called it a blockbuster because I believe it is. BloodRuth has made $458,802, sold 8,184 books. Don't know why I couldn't get my numbers out. That's a lot of books. That's a lot of books. It may seem like a small number, but for an independent company like the Rippaverse, selling this many books on the heels, mind you. Let's go to this. These are some smart moves. The strategic rollout, I believe, is smart. So 458,000 there. The Horsemen, with 13,090 books sold, made $764,639. And there's another collection that the Rippaverse has going on right now. And that collection is the Isom statue with 151 sold, $47,474. That comes to a grand total of almost, I think, 1.3 million, like 1.2 something million. That's a lot. That is a lot. I mean, you can hate the company. You can proclaim that the company's losing. And this is just the books. I would imagine that on the merch, oh, this company's probably making a killing. I'm seeing more and more people out and about, on social media with their Rippaverse merch. I've walked out and around and out and about with my Rippaverse merch, and I see people looking, trying to figure out what it is. I don't mind advertising for the Rippaverse. I think it's a good company putting out quality books. And from what it looks like, they're going to diversify their characters and give people things that they want. Some people might like one thing and might not like the other. Nonetheless, they're putting out good books. Just because I am not into BloodRuth doesn't mean BloodRuth is not a good book. And just because it's not my interest, that doesn't mean that there isn't an audience for this book. Clearly, from that $458,000, there is an audience for BloodRuth. Congratulations to the Rippaverse. Oh, and how could I forget? Let me see. Can I get the artist? Let me see. Sydney BloodRuth, written by Jen and Sylvia Saska. Stunning artwork by Michael Montanet, which I believe was the winner of one of the fan art competitions, if I am not mistaken. I believe that's what was stated, which, look, that's a great way to get and find new talent. This is smart. I like what I see this company doing. I think they're going to be around for a long time. I think they might be here to stay. I know there's a lot of people that are waiting for the downfall of this company, but I just don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Congratulations, Ripperverse.